This is why you are a salon owner and your business is failing. The main reasons is that you are not keeping up to modern trends and ways to grow your business. So I'm going old school on this, right? And this video is primarily for whether you're a salon owner, a barbershop owner, but I'm in the salon industry, so I'm a hairstylist. I'm in the salon industry world. I'm going back to my roots. Now, some of you may have been watching me for many, many years, and you know my journey, you know my story. This is not a hair tutorial. This is strictly business, right? I'm getting right down into business. I'm going hardcore business in this video. If you are a salon owner, if you're a hairstylist, you're gonna find this video very valuable. If you have no idea who I am, well, I'm Steven, the Salon Guy, and I've been a professional hairstylist now for over 30 years. I'm an OG dinosaur at this point. I started my career many, many, many years ago, and I had the amazing privilege and opportunity to work for a company you may have heard of called L'Oreal Professional, all right? I was 21 years old, and I earned this position. I worked really hard for this position, and I became an educator teaching hair color to stylists and salons at a very young age. And I had to pay a lot of dues to get to that point. What did that do? This is part one of this whole thing, is that it got me to see what salons are doing. I've been in the worst rinky-dink little salons, and I'm like, this is an actual business here. Like I was like to the highest end salons. And I've taught thousands and thousands of hairstylists throughout the years. Part of my mentorship, because I had somebody who was a mentor to me, he made me interview 75 salons before I was able to pick one to work in, which that one didn't even work out. I was in 75 salons within a month period, interviewing people. I'm from New Jersey. New Jersey salons, New York salons. Trust me when I tell you, I've seen everything. I've seen the most incredible, departmentalized, multi-million-dollar, salons to little, tiny little salons with, 3 people in it that are the size of a kitchen. I've seen it all. I then went on to work for Paul Mitchell, another company you may have heard of, as an educator. So I have a lot of experience teaching people. I have a lot of experience seeing what's out there. And mind you, yes, it may have been a long time ago, but not much has changed, because there are still salon owners that are running their businesses like if it was 1973, okay? They're not up to date with any sort of business trends. They don't know anything about social media. They're really not applying strategies to their business. So if you're somebody who has a salon right now and your salon is failing, you've had multiple people walk out, you can't hold the staff, it's drama all the time. And that's still very common, because I hear it from people who are out in the field. They tell me all the time. You need to reevaluate why that's happening. Part of it, and I would say most of it, is probably because of you, the salon owner, which you're probably not going to want to hear. But a lot of times it's you, the salon owner, because there's a lot of things that are lacking. Most people leave a job or a position simply because they're unhappy. And they think, and now this is where it flips over and goes to the individual who's leaving, they think that they can have it better somewhere else. And they think, oh, if I'm going to open up my own place, I'll do much better than him. I'll do much better than her. They can't run the salon. I'll run the perfect salon. And then all of a sudden they get a wake-up call, and they're like, oh, this is kind of harder than I thought, or I can't afford this. So there's two sides to the whole thing. But if you have people who are leaving, you have a high turnover, your salons are a disaster, there's a reason. And what I want to do is kind of break down some strategies that I think you should be applying. And if you're new and you want to open up a salon, you've got a loan or you've got money and you're ready to go, this is going to be perfect for you, because this is stuff you can implement kind of like right off the bat. All right, so one thing that I've noticed is there's always a salon that has no structure whatsoever, meaning there's no apprenticeship program, no internship program, there's no departments, there's no specific roles for people, there's no specialists. It's like if you go in doctors, they're specialists in certain types of medicine and practice. So the same thing needs to apply in a modern day salon operation. AKA, what I would suggest is you find someone and you staff your business who is an expert in a very specific thing. Yes, they can be universal and do all sorts of services, but if they really, really, really specialize in one thing, AKA you have someone who's really amazing at extensions, and the bulk of their money will be coming from extensions because they're so good at it. Yes, they do haircuts, they do this, or maybe they don't. They can just do one type of service. Find someone for that department, your extension director, right? Another one could be coloring. If you have someone on your staff who literally is just amazing with color, they're backed up nonstop with coloring, they're literally a master at hair color, make them your color director. If you have someone with haircutting, they're an expert in haircutting, they have extensive training, every haircut they do is spot on, they're booked nonstop, guess what I'm gonna say? Haircut director. Another thing is these are also departments and opportunities that I think a lot of people miss out on, is nowadays everybody's on their phone. Everybody's creating content. They're doing it for themselves, for their own social media pages. Well, guess what? Make sure you create an account for the salon and make sure you follow all of your staff who is on social media and have them follow you back. And if somebody is really, really amazing, somebody really stands out in that department of social media and content creation, make them your content creator director. Meaning it's up to that person, and you could even pay them for it. You could say, all right, I'll pay you like, $20 an hour, if there's some dead time, even though you're not sitting around, because what are stylists doing that are on commission that aren't booked? They're sitting around twiddling their thumbs. If you waiting, or they're hiding in the back room. So create a role that, all right, look, for $20 an hour, 30, whatever it is, I will pay you to create content. And even if you don't pay them, say, look, you're here, you're part of the team, this can help grow the business. So have that person create content for the salon, meaning it's their role, and who doesn't like feeling special and having a role? What they can do is they can create the content for your salon, take photographs, take video, maybe invest in a DSLR, spend a couple $100, $500 maybe on a camera that shoots video and takes photos, and embrace the content creation aspect of it. And I'm not talking about a random fry job blonde that was done 15 years ago and that's the one thing you post. No, you have to post on a daily, sometimes multiple times a day, reels, shorts, regular posts. Maybe start a YouTube channel, go on TikTok. Somebody who really wants to take on this role that can grow you, that can grow the team and help elevate your business. And if you're a salon owner right now listening to this, you're either saying, oh my gosh, this is so inspiring, like I needed to hear this. Or you're probably saying, yeah, this is all garbage, no, I don't want to do that. Meanwhile, your salon is failing. So, and mind you, I'm not somebody who works for a major company. I have my own brand, like TheSalonGuy, that's my company. I'm not representing, this company or that company or being paid by this company. This is all from me, real world experience. And I took that journey leaving big companies saying, these companies aren't gonna do for me what I'm gonna do for myself. And if you take those individuals who maybe a lot of you listen to, and I'm starting to come across people I've never heard of in my life. And I'm like, how does this person have like 80,000 followers? I've never even heard of this person that's in the industry. Or podcasts or this. And I've been somewhat detached from the salon industry, but it's just mind-blowing every single day. I've been around for 15 years. I've been doing this. I was one of the first content creators in the hair industry 15 plus years ago. So I'm a dinosaur, but I'm also an OG. I've put the time in. So I think if you're listening to this and it's inspiring you, that's amazing. If you're listening to this and you're like, oh, I don't know, well, that's the main reason why maybe you're not growing or you're not successful or people are leaving. You need to create structure in your salon. What does that then tie into? It's creating a culture for your salon. I saw one guy the other day post something on Instagram and he was like, I have so many, this is my waiting list of people trying to apply to my salon. And it was like, I don't know, it looked like hundreds of people that want to apply to work at his place. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So if you have an operation and you're constantly trying to put ads out to try to find the right people instead of people that are trying to come to you, then that makes a big difference. If you have people who are not, you're not even looking, but they're trying to come and work for you, that says something about your culture. It says something about your brand and your structure of the salon. Now, another thing is, when it comes to hiring, you have to have high standards. Don't just fill in bodies to fill bodies in. You have to make sure that you're hiring the right people. Now, on the flip side, everybody wants something. They want benefits, they want good commission, they want this, they want that. How do you reward them? Well, create a career for them, right? They'll be loyal to you if you are loyal to them. Like, if you're gonna invest and commit into their growth, then they will want to work for you. Now, I know what you're thinking, and I thought that immediately when I said that. When, oh, we invest all this money in education, and we invest all, and all of a sudden they pack up and leave, and they go open up their own place down the street, and they take the whole team with me, and blah, 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 blah. Well, here's the thing, is that's gonna happen, that's part of the job, but if you've done that for one person, imagine you do that for 10 people. You have a staff of 10 people, a staff of 5 people. You build them up so much that you have to also be very transparent with them. And a lot of salon owners hide, oh, you know, I don't tell them what I make, and I don't let them know what's going on, and I don't let them inside. Well, the more you're transparent with the operation, imagine if I was a stylist in a salon, and I could say, wow, you know, I work for a company who's doing like, you know, $1 million or 1.5 million in business, and that's incredible. I feel like part of an amazing team. Or, oh, you know, I work for a salon. She's a complete whack job. She can't afford to keep the lights on. There's rent issues. She's behind on lease. Like, how was that? No one would know that. And if you did know that, it's like, well, that's not good. Like, but I'd rather work for a team and a company or a brand that actually was transparent with, hey, everyone, we hit our goal last month of, you know, $30,000 in retail sales, or, you know, last month we did, you know, this amount in color treatment, whatever it is. Like that's something that's inspiring. That's the company you want to be a part of, the brand you want to be a part of. If you're the type of salon owner who's not setting those things up or being transparent or making everyone aware of, do you realize how good it is to work here for my company, my brand, and make them understand that for them to build this up on their own, it's not going to happen. You have to be the leader. You have to be the role model, right? As the individual, the one owner, or if you got a partner, and that's another thing, partners, sometimes bringing on a partner is just a complete disaster because you may not see things eye to eye. But if you can grow this and be transparent with people and let them know, like, hey, this is something that I've worked extremely hard for, and if you think you can just pack up and leave and do this yourself tomorrow, good luck. You almost want to make it so they can't leave because it's that good, right? And guess what? If you have a team of 5 or 6 people, you already have 90 people waiting to want to work for you anyway. So let that person run. Say, hey, look, I'm glad, you know, just make sure you remember me. Make sure you always give me, you know, be thankful to how I helped you. That's it. Because that spot will be filled within 3 hours because there's so many people who are hungry for that position. You have to make sure that people are going to be hungry in your business. And you have to lead by example. The part of this I really want to emphasize is lead by example. How many times, if you're a hairstylist watching this, have you worked for the complete whack job who is just an emotional mess? There's always drama. She's awful with people, or he's awful with people. They treat employees like crap. I mean, like, if you're a hairstylist in that situation, get out as fast as you can, because it's like being in a bad relationship. Yes, there's somebody nicer on the other side. There is. There's somebody that you can get out of that awful toxic relationship and be with someone who's going to treat you well. It's the same thing in an environment like this. If you're with that salon owner who's, you know, doing drugs constantly or coming in wasted or doesn't show up or is a complete mess, dude, just get out, man. You got to get out of that because it's not going to be beneficial to you. You are who you hang around. You need to be inspired. You need to be educated, and I know this is geared more towards the salon ownership and how to build a successful salon, I would say in 2025, but this could have been happening, this video could have been made in 1992. So I would say, if you're a hairstylist watching this, maybe this can inspire you. You need to build up your skills and be just good at what it is that you do. That's what it comes down to. If you're looking for, and go out and look for salons. And if your friend Melissa just left a salon and she's like, oh, you're my girl, come with me, I'm opening up a salon. Oh my God, you're my BFF, it's gonna be great. Dude, don't just do that because you're BFFs with this girl. She could be a complete disaster with running a business. You have to make a decision that's best for you because this is your career and your future. And there are salons out there that really do have their bleep together. They have their stuff together, all right? If you are a salon owner, if you're new to the industry or you're experienced and you're ready to open a salon, please, I'm telling you right now, I've been in thousands of salons. I know what it's like. I know why they're failing. I know what's happening. Implement these strategies. This is not a course, oh, buy my course for $2.99 or watch my webinar. I'm literally this is valuable information I'm just openly sharing with you. And you have to take this seriously because the amount of salons that I see shutting down, the amount of salon suites that are opening up. I mean, salon suites are cool. I've been in salon suites not that long ago, and I never really saw the operation. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. Like, people are making their own little brand for themselves, their own little one chair. I mean, they're tight. Some of these suites are really small, but like, that's another option, And you don't even need to worry about that stuff because it's only you. But if you're a salon owner who wants to have an actual salon, like not a salon suite, but like a business where you're paying rent, you're paying for the bills, all of it is all on you, and you want to be successful, you have to follow what I'm saying. I'm telling you right now, it's only going to help, and it's going to help grow you in 2025 because there's too many salons failing. There's too many old school business owners who don't want to embrace what's happening nowadays or modern business strategies. It's just like, and if you're that type of salon owner who's been doing it for 45, 50 years and you're doing, 86-year-old roller sets all day, that's fine. If you want a salon of like just doing senior citizens and, that totally cool if you're happy with that. But, there's a lot more to it than that, okay? It just depends on how you want to be remembered, how you want your brand to be represented, and what do you want? You know what I mean? What do you want? So if you are in the salon industry, if you're a hair professional, please let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not. Welcome if you just saw me for the first time, even though I've been on YouTube for 15 plus years and I have over 3,000 videos. I have all sorts of products. I have digital courses. I have all of it. TheSalonGuy.com. You want to look up more about me, you can watch my videos here. But I really want to know if this helped you and resonated with you. I know I just went on and on and on, but this is all one take, no scripts, all one take, because it's coming from experience and coming from the heart, because I want the best for you. So let me know in the comments below what you think, if you're going to take this action, and I'd love to connect with you. If you have any questions, follow me on Instagram even. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon.